You may think you've left the beginner stage behind, but here's the truth. A lot of riders carry habits that quietly give them away. From the way you handle traffic, to how you prepare for corners, or even how you maintain your bike, these small signs reveal more than you realize. Today, we're breaking down 9 clear indicators you're still a beginner rider, even if you believe you aren't. If you recognize yourself in these, it's not about judgment. It's about leveling up before those mistakes turn costly. Sign number 1. You're skimping on safety gear. Riding without proper gear is the classic newbie mistake. Maybe you grab just a helmet and shorts for a quick city jaunt, believing nothing bad will happen at low speed, but accidents don't check your plans. The Motorcycle Safety Foundation insists on a DOT helmet, armored jacket, pants, gloves, and boots for every ride. Even on a short neighborhood ride, shirking gear is dangerous. Think of it this way. Skin and bones heal slowly, but a good jacket, gloves, and boots can prevent serious injury. To fix, before each ride, suit up completely with no exceptions, no just around the block. The smartest riders always gear up, because cover-ups keep you safer in traffic, or if you slip on gravel. Number 2, you ride with tense arms. Notice how tight your arms and shoulders feel on the bars. New riders often clamp down with locked elbows, hurting control. In reality, you want the opposite. Loose on top, tight on bottom. Grip the tank firmly with your thighs and press your heels down into the pegs, while keeping arms and shoulders relaxed. This is exactly what instructors teach. When you grip with your legs and relax your hands, the bike's gyroscopic forces stabilize you rather than fighting them. To fix, practice the wiggle test. On a quiet road, wiggle your elbows gently. If you can do it, you're loose enough. If not, consciously loosen that grip. A relaxed upper body gives you much better feedback and control as you turn or encounter bumps. Number 3, you don't look far enough ahead. Beginner riders often stare at what they fear. The pothole, the car's bumper, the ditch, and sometimes crash right into it. By contrast, experienced riders scan the road far ahead. They move their eyes and head to where they want to go, especially in curves. As one guide puts it, look through the turn as far as you can see and face the direction you wish to go. In practice, this means constantly scanning 2 to 4 seconds ahead and even 12 seconds for long-term planning. Take action on your next ride. Make a conscious habit of moving your eyes, not your front tire, toward the exit of every turn or the next intersection. That simple "look where you want to go" rule helps avoid obstacles and shift balance smoothly. Number 4, you ride too close behind cars. Following the vehicle ahead at a hair's breadth is a beginner's telling. You might not feel fast when you're creeping behind traffic in the city, but that slim gap leaves almost no time to react. Safe riding requires a buffer. For example, the accepted rule is at least a 2-second gap to the vehicle in front under ideal conditions. Many trainers even suggest a 4-second gap for everyday comfort. In practice, pick a roadside marker. When the car in front passes it, count 1001, 1002. If you reach the marker before 2 seconds, back off. To fix, consistently keep a car-length cushion on city streets and far more on a highway at speed. Give yourself time. At highway speeds, doubling or tripling that 2-second rule is smart. The extra space ensures you can brake or swerve safely if traffic stops suddenly ahead. Number 5, you only use one brake. Are you that rider who barely touches the front brake? Many beginners underuse the front, relying on the rear brake alone. That's a big mistake. The front brake provides about 70% of your stopping power. Using only the rear leaves you taking longer to stop and risks skidding the back wheel. Instead, learn smooth combined braking. When you need to stop, roll off the throttle, gently squeeze the front brake lever, and then add a little rear brake with your foot. This distributes the load and shortens your stopping distance. Find an empty parking lot and practice stops. Aim to apply both controls progressively. You'll feel the bike squat forward under good braking. That's normal. Make sure your front lever is set at a reachable position. With practice, grabbing both brakes smoothly will become second nature and make your stops far safer. Number 6, you've never practiced an emergency stop. I once had a student who bragged he didn't need practice and then he froze in a sudden stop. If you've never intentionally practiced hard braking, you'll panic the first time it's needed. Motorcycle insurers emphasize, don't panic, stay cool, and then apply both brakes firmly and smoothly in an emergency. To build that reflex, go to a deserted lot and do drill stops. At 20 to 30 miles per hour, brake as hard as you safely can, then release if you feel a skid. This shows you the limits of traction and the bike's behavior. Repeat until your body and bike know what to do. To fix, schedule practice sessions. Every few weeks, pick an open place and do a series of emergency stops. Over time, you'll react instinctively and calmly when a child darts out, or traffic ahead slams on its brakes. An experienced rider trains deliberately. If you're skipping this, it's a clear sign you're still at a novice level. Number 7. You rush through corners instead of slow. Look lean roll. As you gain confidence, you might speed up into every turn thinking it's faster. But proper cornering always starts by slowing first. The mantra, slow, look, lean, roll, is no joke. This means slow down before the curve, look through the turn, then lean the bike and roll on throttle smoothly to hold your line. If you skip slowing or don't fully look through, you're riding poorly. To fix, on your next ride, consciously check your corner entry. Brake early, look far out through the curve, and only then lean. Even on a highway sweeping turn, this sequence keeps the bike stable. Many riders think speed alone will carry them, but mastering slow entry and throttle exit makes cornering safer and more predictable. Number 8. You underestimate traffic hazards. Some riders get complacent in familiar territory. You might, for instance, zip through neighborhood streets assuming nothing ever happens here, or accelerate on a green light without double-checking. That's dangerous. In fact, even on a side street, collisions can occur and hazards don't vanish just because speeds are lower. And never trust traffic signals blindly. Beginners often take a green at face value, forgetting that distracted drivers or red light runners exist. To fix, cultivating constant vigilance. Whether on city streets, highways, or rural roads, always look ahead for open spaces, oncoming cars, or a pedestrian about to cross. Slow at every turn or intersection long enough to scan left and right. Remember that a parked car on a suburban road can suddenly pull out, or a driver might turn unexpectedly on the highway entrance ramp. By acknowledging that any road can bite, you'll preemptively scan and control your speed instead of assuming it's safe. Number 9. You're complacent about improvement. You may have passed the MSF course or ridden a few years and feel like, I've got this. But even veteran instructors warn, you should never stop learning. Every rider builds small bad habits over time and needs an occasional reset. If you haven't taken any advanced lessons or sought out new challenges, that's a sign you're coasting. To fix, adopt a learner's mindset. Consider an advanced riding class or structured drills. Even reviewing basics like clutch control, emergency maneuvers, or cornering technique can reveal blind spots. As Motorcycle Mojo advises, those with decades under their belt still benefit from tuning up their skills. Continual practice, whether it's slow speed drills or track days, ensures you keep progressing. Every ride is an opportunity to refine. Staying humble and curious will make you a much safer rider in the long run. Keep learning. Recognizing these signs in yourself isn't a failure, it's a chance to get better. Even skilled riders periodically review the basics. Now that you know what to watch for, challenge yourself to correct these habits. Seek out training, practice deliberately in different conditions, and never assume you've graduated. A truly responsible rider stays alert, keeps learning, and refines technique continuously. Embrace that mindset every ride. It'll make you safer, smoother, and more confident on any motorcycle you ride. Safe riding starts with self-awareness, never stopping improving.